So today we are going to start a new chapter known as Pollution of Air and Water. So what do we mean by pollution? Pollution is a very commonly used term, but what is exactly mean? Pollution actually is the presence of extremely high concentration of harmful or poisonous substances in our environment is collectively known as pollution. So we can say that presence of extremely high condition, that is above the permissible quantity, that is we can say as extremely high concentration, extremely high concentration of you can say unwanted or harmful or poisonous substances in our environment that may cause different types of damage to the living system is collectively known as pollution. And these poisonous or harmful or unwanted materials which cause the pollution are known as pollutant. So this is clear about pollution, and the causative agent of pollution is collectively known as pollutant. We come to our point, that is air pollution. Air is one of the very important physical factor of our environment. So we concentrate our lesson to air pollution. We know that air is a mixture of gases and other substances. So there are some normal constituents of air, and basically this normal constituent of air comprises of two gases, nitrogen and oxygen, almost 80% nitrogen, 79% almost, and 16% or 17% of oxygen. 20% of oxygen. In addition to that, there are carbon dioxide, to some extent 0.03% of carbon dioxide. There are some water vapor, what we say as moisture, and in addition to that, some inert gases like argon, etc. So 78% nitrogen, 21% almost oxygen, and all these things are the normal constituents of air. But when there is contamination of air with harmful gases, contamination of air with harmful gases like sulfur dioxide, different oxides of nitrogen, that is nitrogen oxides, smoke, dust, etc., carbon monoxide. So all these things cause the air pollution when air is contaminated with these sort of substances, which may cause harm to not only to the environment but also to the living system. So now we come to the sources or causes of air pollution. If we can categorize the sources or causes of air pollution, we can make a list like this. First of all, burning of fuels in household. Still in the village area, there are burning of wood, use of kerosene, coal, etc. So this sort of fuel burning may cause the air pollution by contaminating the constituent of air. Burning of fuels in automobiles, both in urban as well as in the village area, where the vehicles, a number of unwanted gas emitted from the vehicles or automobiles that cause the air pollution. In addition to that, emission from factories, various type of factories like cement, factories like oil refineries, asbestos factories, various type of factories, thermal power plants, and all these sort of factories and projects emitted a number of unwanted and harmful gases that contaminated air and caused the air pollution. Now we come to the another category, use of CFC. What is CFC? CFC is the abbreviated form of chlorofluorocarbon. So this chlorofluorocarbon comes from refrigeration, air conditioning machines, various sprays, aerosol sprays, etc. So these are the basic categories of sources or causes of air pollution. Now we come to the harmful effects of air pollution. So what are the harmful effects of air pollution? Number of harmful effects of air pollution. Say for example, sulfur dioxide. Sulfur dioxide in air cause respiratory troubles, respiratory problems, lung disease or lung damage, and also is the cause of acid rain. We'll discuss about acid rain in later part of our segment. So this also causes the acid rain. Next, if we come to the oxides of nitrogen, what their effects? Burning of petrol and diesels in automobiles is a source of emission of oxides of nitrogen, and these oxides of nitrogen cause the congestion of lungs, arrest breathing, and may responsible for the formation of smog as well as acid rain. So these are the harmful effects of oxides of nitrogen. if we consider about carbon monoxide and carbon dioxide, two oxides of carbon, carbon monoxide is poisonous gas, is a very poisonous gas, and it combines with hemoglobin of our blood. Hemoglobin of our blood and decrease or reduce the oxygen carrying capacity of blood. So, which may lead to breathing problem, obviously. And in spite of the fact that carbon dioxide is a small amount, carbon dioxide is the constituent of air, but the excess amount of carbon dioxide may cause harm to the environment. It causes the global warming and one of the greenhouse gas. This is carbon dioxide, harmful effects of carbon monoxides and carbon dioxides. Now we have discussed already CFCs. CFCs are the chlorofluorocarbon, and they depleting the useful ozone layer of our upper environment. Depletion, they are responsible for the depletion of ozone layer, and this depletion of ozone layer or destruction of ozone layer by CFCs allow the extremely harmful UV rays from the sun to the earth, and these UV rays may cause various harm to the living system, and for human it may cause the disease like skin cancer and other harmful effects to the living system. Another pollutant, air pollutant, is SPM. What is SPM? The full form of SPM is suspended particulate matter. What is suspended particulate matter? Finely divided solid and liquid particles suspended in air, like it may be dust, it may be smoke, it may be fly ash. All these things constitute the SPM or suspended particulate matter, and the harmful effects of suspended particulate matters are allergic reaction to the body, particularly the skin, respiratory diseases, irritation to the eyes, skin, etc. So, today we can conclude with this. In our next episode, we'll discuss further. For testing your understanding of this lesson and more videos, log on to www.tubelessons.net.